Concerns that Amazon, the second largest private employer in the country, is planning one of the biggest workplace transformations in modern history.
One of the things that we've been proud of over our 10-year history is the ability to develop robots that work well alongside people.
It comes amid growing fears of technology replacing human workers. The so-called godfather of artificial intelligence has been sounding the alarm.
If I worked in a call center, I'd be terrified. If I was someone like a legal assistant, a paralegal, they're not going to be needed for very long. For mundane intellectual labor, AI is just going to replace everybody.
Well, artificial intelligence absolutely has already been a disrupting force in the job market, and it's expected to get a lot worse, especially with some of the announcements that have been made by Amazon. Now, Amazon's US workforce has more than tripled since 2018 to almost 1.2 million people. And they are expecting to essentially shed more than 500,000 jobs. So let me tell you how. Amazon's automation.
Man, if y'all ain't got y'all stuff together, y'all better be getting y'all stuff together, because things are changing and people are starting to panic. I was driving today over to Lamar in the Memphis area, and they had a food giveaway, and you wouldn't believe how many cars were out there. It was about 1,000 people out there trying to get food. And I didn't know it had got this bad, because we have been distracted with all the other bullshit going on in life. But we are in serious times out here. Y'all need to get y'all stuff together, man. If y'all ain't got y'all stuff together, you need to start getting your stuff together. Get you some canned goods, some waters, anything that you can get to store. You need to be getting that right now, because these jobs, AI is taking over everything.
Team expects the company can avoid hiring more than 160,000 people in the United States it would otherwise need by 2027. That would save about 30 cents on each item that Amazon picks, packs, and delivers to customers. The question is, will they have customers when people are unable to make an income due to artificial intelligence? I don't know. Let's tell you more. Now, executives told Amazon's board last year that they hoped robotic automation would allow the company to continue to avoid adding to its US workforce in the coming years, even though they expect to sell twice as many products by 2033. So again, that would translate to more than 600,000 people who Amazon doesn't hire because they don't need to. They've been replaced by artificial intelligence. But they do plan to hire 250,000, 250,000 people for the upcoming holiday season. It's unclear how many of those roles would be permanent. I would venture to say not many of them would.
So 600,000, that's a lot of people. But you heard them say for the holidays, they're gonna be doing more hiring. So what these folks finna do, they finna hire y'all for these holidays. Y'all finna hit them, get all their packages out. And when the holiday's over, they finna be done with y'all. And they gonna let all y'all go. So start planning now for your next move. Make your next move your best move, because these people don't care. They all about the money, and the less people they have to pay, the better.
Cenk.
Yeah, just the holiday season, they always hire temporary help. That doesn't mean anything. That's very normal. That's just them trying to cover their ass. I think super interesting fact coming out of the story is apparently your job is worth about 30 cents per item. Okay, so now we know that interesting fact if you're a blue collar worker working for Amazon or one of these other companies. So by the way, I would rather have everyone in America have a job and pay 30 cents more per item. And you're not going to be able to afford that item 30 cents or otherwise if you don't have a job. So, okay, now the most devastating parts. This AI Nakba is coming, and people are not prepared for it. None of the politicians are. They haven't made any preparations at all. and it is going to be far more devastating than anyone realizes. So that every once in a while, people will give warnings, like the creator of AI in the first place, me, whoever else, right? And those warnings are completely ignored. Why am I positive that this is going to be a collapse in terms of the job market, which then is going to lead to obviously a catastrophic economic collapse, is because this is inevitable. I know business, I know math. And so when you tell a giant corporation that is publicly traded on the stock market, you could make more money by doing X, unless X is illegal, and sometimes even if it is illegal, they will do X, period. End of question. In fact, if they don't do X, they will be fired. They have a fiduciary responsibility to maximize profit. And if the first guy doesn't do it, you remove that CEO and you bring in the next CEO. So is Amazon going to be cutting their jobs drastically over these next set of years because they can? Yes, obviously. Sometimes I read these articles and they make it seem like it's like, oh, they might or they might not. And Amazon puts out a statement, oh, don't worry, we're hiring seasonal help, right? Guys, absolutely inevitable. There is no publicly traded company that can cut costs and doesn't do it.
Like I just told y'all, get y'all stuff together. These folks ain't playing. They already showing you that they do not need y'all. Y'all always complaining. Y'all always late. Y'all always taking off work. Y'all always getting sick. It's always something. They finna replace y'all. So y'all need to be trying to do something else. I'm telling y'all, this is not gonna be good. And I'm gonna drop a video of that food bank that I went to today, where all them people was, and y'all gonna see how many people was out here without food. I could not believe it. Then it was like 5 or 6 cars broke down out there waiting in the long line just to get the food. Like they cars that broke down. They out there trying to get boost outs from people. And I'm just like, yo, we been blinded by social media. We gotta wake up to reality. And the reality is, it's not looking good, y'all.
So they're gonna take out a huge chunk of their workers, but of course this isn't just about Amazon. Amazon's just symbolic. That's going to be a wave that hits that industry, guaranteed. That is a very AI prone industry. So UPS, Walmart, many others that are affected by that. And then of course, almost all other industries. You saw there, again, the original founder talking about how the white collar jobs are in a lot of trouble, like paralegals and others. Middle management is in huge trouble. So we're gonna lose an unbelievable percentage of the jobs in this country. And then people think, oh no, the stock market, it's AI and we're gonna have a new beautiful future. Yeah, but the guys that lost their jobs are not going to be part of that future. They're like, oh, we're creating 8 jobs for people that are great at nanotech or something. How is the Amazon driver or factory worker gonna learn nanotech technology overnight? No, there's gonna be decimation in this country soon and throughout the world.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it doesn't really look like our government cares about it at all. I mean, in fact, they tried to slip through a provision that would prevent the regulation of artificial intelligence just to make sure that there's absolutely no brakes on this car. And the ultimate goal, according to Amazon, is to essentially automate 75% of their operations. But by the way, they don't want people to think that's bad, to your point. And so they're using all sorts of hilarious euphemisms as if we're all stupid and we can't figure out what's going on here. The documents contemplate avoiding using terms like automation and AI when discussing robotics, and instead use terms like advanced technology, or replace the word robot with cobot. Because
let me tell y'all something too. There's no coincidence that they are moving the militaries into urban cities. because they already know what's going on. This has been planned for years. They know once that those jobs let these people go, now they talking about cutting EBT off. What you think black people gonna do? Not even just black people. What you think people in general gonna do? There's gonna be civil unrest, and that's what they've been trying to do from day one. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Makes it better, which implies collaboration with humans. Oh my God, these like corporate brained idiots. Like, I love it so much. They're such, I mean, they're destroying everything, but they're idiots.
Yeah, no, Anna, they're dobots, dork robots.
They totally are. Yeah.
So if you rename it, it's okay, because before it was torture and that was terrible and disgusting and illegal, but now it's enhanced interrogation, so it's totally okay. And so same thing here. Before it was AI that's definitely going to take your job. No, it's now advanced technology that's definitely going to take your job. Guys, did you hear what she said? 75%. They're going to fire eventually 3/4 of their workers. And so is the next company and the next company. That's a Nakba is a catastrophe, okay? An AI Nakba is coming straight in our direction. And the politicians are so short term. They're like, okay, yeah, which donor gave me money? Which donor? This one, which one am I serving, right? No, brother, look up, look up, look up. There's that AI iceberg right there. It's like, yeah, that's for average American. And in the stock market, they think like, what do you mean? The AI companies are all going through the roof. The social media companies are doing great. Yes, but what happens when no one has a job and no one can buy anything? You didn't think of that? So, and then that affects all of our 401ks and our retirement plans when the market crashes. So I don't want to scare you too much, but yeah, it's gonna, like, it would be very surprising if this economic catastrophe didn't happen.
And I'm gonna end it there. And once again, like I said, y'all make sure y'all prepare. If y'all got kids out there, y'all definitely need to be preparing. I'm preparing because I don't even know what's gonna happen with what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? But all I do know, keep God first. We will get through this. I'm praying for everybody. And the best strategy is preparation. And now is the time that we need to begin prepared. So, anyway, man, let me know what y'all think about this video. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, leave your comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. What plans do you have? Will you be prepared? Are you ready? It's your boy, Avi King Visuals, Streets Wanna Know TV. I'm out.